Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Time for us to do some more Bible trivia. But you know, the drill. I found a website, unfortunately, that had all kinds of corny jokes on it. And for a little while, I'm just going to have to share these with you. So I don't know what to tell you. You're just going to have to endure them. Here's our first one. How do we know Peter was a rich fisherman? By his net income. Okay, here's our second one. Who were Gumby's favorite Bible characters? Of course, you have to know who Gumby is in order to get this, but his favorite Bible characters were Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to our questions. Again, the rules on this, we got 10 questions I'll give you. They're worth a point apiece. And then I'll have 2 bonus questions. You can choose to answer them if you want to. If you don't, take the risk. You don't get to gain any questions or points, and you don't get to lose any. But if you get them right, you get 3 points for getting each bonus question right, or you lose 3 points if you get them wrong. So let's begin. Question number 1. What does Jesus give to those who follow him? Everything they want, a life of ease, or eternal life? John 10, verse 22 through 28, eternal life. Number 2, what did Belshazzar see on the wall? A fancy mural, handwriting, or music? Daniel 5, verses 1 through 8. It was handwriting. Now, if you just listened to the last one, you already had an idea on this. And some of these questions are probably going to overlap each other. So, it'll make it easier for you to get them right. But if you haven't been listening to the quizzes, then you've never heard this question before or one similar to it. So I hope you got that one right. Number 3, how many times did Noah send the dove out of the ark to look for dry land? Was it once, twice, 3 times? Well, the answer is found in Genesis 8, verses 8 through 12, and the answer is 3. Number 4, on the road to which city did the Good Samaritan help a beaten man? Was it Jericho, Damascus, or Bethlehem? Luke 10, verses 30 through 35 tells us that it was Jericho. Number 5, who was Lot's uncle? Was it Jacob, Abraham, or Isaac? The answer is Genesis 11, verse 27, Abraham. All right, it's that time. It's time for the bonus. Are you feeling smart today? Well, let's see how smart you are. The bonus question is, who was Lot's father? Who was Lot's father? Again, the answer is found in that same verse, Genesis 11, verse 27. It's Haran. All right, let's move on to our adult questions. First question is this. Who took the northern kingdom of Israel into captivity? Was it the Egyptians, Assyrians, or the Babylonians? 2 Kings 17, verses 4 through 6 reveals the answer. The answer is Assyrians. Number 2, who was king of Israel at the time of their captivity? Was it Hoshua, Jehoash, or Zimri? Second Kings 17, verses 1 through 6 tells us it's Hoshea, if I said that right. Number 3, what was the capital of the kingdom of Israel? Was it Megiddo, Samaria, or Jezreel? You can find the answer in 1 Kings 16, verses 23 through 24. It is Samaria. Well, I don't know about you, but when it comes to some of these names and that you read about in the Old Testament, boy, I tell you what, they're hard to pronounce. And then you start reading a bunch of them, boy, your tongue gets twisted, or mine does anyway. Anyway, number 4, at the time when Israel was captured, who was king of Judah? Was it Uzziah, Ammon, or Hezekiah? 2 Kings 18, verse 1. Answer is Hezekiah. Number 5, who was king of Assyria at the time of the captivity? Was it Shalamanzir? Shalamanzir? Sarga? You know what? I'm going to take the time. I'm going to look this up. Whenever I can't pronounce a name very well, and what happens to me quite often, I go to this Nelson Illustrated Dictionary, and it tells me how to pronounce it. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing that name correctly for you. So I know this is a bit unusual, and this is a little bit time consuming for me to look this up, but I want to make sure I pronounce that correctly. Okay. Well, I wasn't pronouncing that right at all. I know some of you probably already know the correct pronunciation. Good for you. Yeah, and that's something I'm not that good at when it comes to some of these Old Testament names, but this is how you pronounce the name. Okay, the first choice is Shalmaneser. And then the second choice is Sargon. And then the third choice is Tiglath-Pileser. Pileser. Pileser. I'm not going to look that one up too. But Tiglath-Pileser. Well, that didn't work out too well. Whenever I reached back to put the dictionary back, it caused my computer to close. And so I don't even know how much of this is recorded, so I'm having to edit it again. And so you heard the choices between those three. So who do you think it is? Well, I can tell you the answer is Shalmaneser. So that's who the person was. All right. So, just because I'm a preacher doesn't mean that I can pronounce all these words correctly either. Just wanted to point that out. So maybe you'll find that encouraging, or maybe you'll not. I don't know. So here's a bonus question. Why was Israel taken captive? Why were they taken captive? The answer is found in 2 Kings 18, verses 11 through 12. And the answer is failure to obey the voice of God. Well, there you have it. Had a little bit of a mishap during this one, but I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you did well. Hope you did better at me than what I had with all that trouble trying to pronounce some of those names. So anyway, have a great day.